Hello and welcome back. So, in this reading, what we are going to do is talk about what has been going on with the Divine Masculine. So we just did a reading on what's going on with the Divine Feminine. Now we are asking the question, what is going on with the Divine Masculine? And okay, so we have two cards. So there's going to be two different readings on this. So we have the Death card again, and then the Nine of Wands. And so the Death card is showing us that there had been a need to let go of residual energies. And it is showing us that he is letting go of the old versions of himself and the path that he had been on in order to have a greater sense of boundaries within himself. And overall, it's showing us a great path that he had been on and a great resurrection of himself. Okay, and so we're going to do a reading on the second masculine as well, because in the Divine Feminine reading, there were two Divine Masculines. The way that I was reading it, it kind of showed up there. Okay, so the second Divine Masculine then, what's going on with him? Okay, so what we have here, again, we have the Six of Wands, so which showed up in the Divine Feminine reading. So we have the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands is showing us that the Divine Masculine is ready for a sense of stability and family. The Four of Wands is traditionally symbolizing a very strong, or at least the beginning of a very strong foundation, and a need to move forward and make an offer and present his ring to the Divine Feminine. And the outcome had been a Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles energy, what I show is two people moving forward, working through their stuff. I know some people read this as being left out in the cold. To me, this card and the way that I channel it is two people moving forward, working on their stuff. And so it's a couple working together, healing their wounds of the past. And so what's been going on with the Divine Masculine in the second role is that he has been working with someone on healing his wounds in another capacity. And so in the first Divine Masculine, we have a letting go and a rebirth and an insurgence of boundaries. And in the second Divine Masculine, we have kind of a divergent as far as the path that he had been on being astray a little bit. Meaning that where he had been looking for a strong foundation and being ready to present the wreath, he is now working through his energetic wounds of the past with another. Yep. Okay. So what we want to do here is play out what are the things that are coming next for these Divine Masculines. Okay. So we have one more card here. And then for this Divine Masculine, which is the one we really wanted to focus on, is the Magician card. Love that. So the Magician card is fantastic. It is an awakening to consciousness and healing the balance of karma, energy, potential, and harnessing the energy of all worlds into reality. He is here. If you look at this in the entire spread, It is a need to let go of moving forward with another into changing the manifestation that was happening in his reality. And so it is a coming into alignment again with his own inner rebirth, in this case, with harnessing the energies of the worlds that he wanted into complete reality. So now, having looked at these two separately, we're going to focus on, in general, what does the divine masculine have going on? What was it that that was coming up for him as well in this time? And so these are the Smith-Waite cards as well that we're using. One more, okay, for this reading. And so the divine masculine had been on a pretty tried and true okay, one more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 3 cards for the divine masculine. We have the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, oh my gosh, and the Strength card, which is the 8. So 8, 8, 8. And I have to laugh. I mean, it is 8s here. And so generally the 8s are symbolizing mastery, accomplishment, and action. So what had happened here, as we're looking at the energy of what was going on with the divine masculine, is he had left behind, and the way that I read the 8 of Cups is you can see there's a person, the cups are at the front of the card, and the person is walking towards a darker energy and climbing mountains. And so the divine masculine had been walking away from his cups. That's what had been happening. And so then we have the 8 of Wands. And so what is now happening is a forward movement, right? The 8 of Wands are really forward movement, and energetically you can see all of them moving in the same direction. Energies are flowing in a positive way, and emotional fulfillment is coming towards you. And so what had been happening is he had walked away from the path of being in alignment with the divine feminine, and what had been happening is the energies had been flowing towards someone else. But what is now happening is the energies are moving forward towards the Strength card. And the Strength card, I think, is pretty phenomenal in general. But it really is a need to demonstrate strength of character for what's coming into your life. And so it is a need for the divine masculine to recognize what had been happening, to recognize the truths in his life and what he had been working towards in order to move things forward in a better direction. Okay, so we want different cards now, of course. Okay. So we're going to clarify what is the divine masculine. We're going to just clarify the divine masculine energies and what's coming forward as well. Okay. And these are the Meg Blackburn cards, which I love. They're very, very unique. Okay. And we have the body history. Same thing that came up for the divine feminine. Okay. And then we have completion. Okay. So energetically, what has been coming up for the divine masculine was a physical aspect that had manifested in his life in physical reality, that he had been courting another woman. What is happening now is that energy is being completed and closed out because of the divine feminine's reawakening to her energy. Okay. And then we have the infinite. Ooh. So what it's really showing here is what had been happening in the physical world, right? And the way it showed up for the divine feminine was a need to rebuild. The way it showed up for the divine masculine was a need to let go of another physical aspect in his life. And it is opening into the infinite possibilities of a better divine future that the divine masculine is being asked to recognize. Love it. Okay, so our final set of cards for these readings are the, love it that this was on the bottom of the deck, the Starseed Oracle, the Star Brothers, Horus Energy, Protection, Loyalty, Safety, and Trust. I would say that embodies in general the energy that we would ask of the divine masculine as a protector, as a healer, as a provider as well. So we're asking to clarify the energies of what's going on with the divine masculine. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. First we have, you've got the love, Heartian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So what it means is he's reestablishing his boundaries as well. That is the exact same card that came up for the divine feminine. I hope that when I was shuffling you could see that on the camera. As far as what was going on with her. And what that means is that the divine masculine is really mirroring the energies that the divine feminine is embodying right now. Okay. Then we have hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And so the energy of the divine masculine and the path that he has been on has been a little bit different and a little bit deeper than the divine feminines. And when we say deeper, what it means is he had been on a different spiritual path than her. So he had needed to understand the path that he had been on and the energies that he had been in for the last million years or so, the divine masculine. And so it's really understanding that the path here for him is a reemergence of what he knows to be true, what he knows to feel true, and what he knows that he wants to experience in his life. And so it really is a need to recognize when you see someone in your life and they don't feel right, but maybe they look like someone that you'd been attracted to recognize the difference between a pretty thing and a real true thing. And that is what the divine masculine is doing now, is understanding boundaries and understanding the difference between a pretty face and the divine feminine. Not to say that the divine feminine does not have a pretty face, but to certainly recognize the difference between a partner and a divine partner. And then we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And so it is an understanding that he needs to and will be embodying boundaries, understanding maybe the partner that he had been working towards was not actually the one. And then having a cellular healing, meaning any physical interactions, not even sexual, but physical interactions that were moving towards another person, to allow for those and any emotions that might have been coming up to dissipate so that he can truly find the divine feminine again. They want one more card from me. Okay. And then we have, I remember, the soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So what I was saying, it's just reaffirming this. It is understanding the boundaries and recognizing the difference between a feminine and the divine feminine partner for him. And so it is coming back into alignment, letting go, looking beneath the surface, letting go of any energetic cords, my gosh, any thoughts, any memories, any plans, any cycles, any recycling that needed to happen being done with anything else, so that he truly remembers that he was not just looking for a woman, that he was looking for the divine feminine. All right, well, I loved that reading. So for those of you that have been on a journey like this and feeling as though asking the question, what did you need to know to come into alignment, and what was going on between you and the partner in your life, I hope this helped. Thank you very much.